Grand Rising, everyone. It's a great Monday. Welcome to the city of healing, where the city resides within. This is Sinetta Angela, and I wanted to come forth briefly this morning to do a brief share because, for one, I finally listened to myself. I don't know why I was procrastinating to do this, but basically, I'm going to talk about sea salt and the deep self-care with intention is important to do. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about that, this morning. And basically, I mentioned before about how I hold on to energy. And some people may call that being an empath, where you can feel the energy and the mood and feelings of other people. And sometimes that sticks with you or stays with you for whatever reason I'm trying to eventually figure out. But we know that sea salt is very beneficial. And if you don't know that, look into the reason why, or try to remember why you like to go to the beach and how different and more relaxed that you feel when you do go to the beach and visit Mother Oya, the ocean water, sea salt water. And sea salt water is very drawing, especially of negative energy. And that's why so many people flock to the beaches and the ocean, and a lot of people feel healed, even if not for a certain disease, if for that moment, that drawing of that negative energy is released into, the ethers, or back to the ocean with the sea salt within the atmosphere. And I've definitely felt that feeling before, and I know other people have as well. But the importance of knowing about sea salt, and there's so much controversy over it as well because of certain people hypertensive states, and sea salt is salt. And it's been said that it does hold on to water, but and cause increased blood pressure, especially if you consume it. But this is more in particular in relation to the table salt, iodized salt, white salt that is toxic, really. But sea salt, particularly my favorite, pink Himalayan sea salt, also Celtic salt and Epsom salt, have very healing properties for the human body, as well as spiritual benefits as well, because it draws that negative energy. A couple of days ago, I had the intention. I mentioned that I needed a sea salt bath, but I didn't do it till last night because there's so much involved. So, not so much involved, but I myself, I don't like to sit because you're sitting basically in all of the energy and all of the dirt that you've been through all day, rather. So I usually just take a good shower, and then I wash my tub out and cleanse it spiritually. And then I make my sea salt bath. And basically I just run the water as hot as I can. And halfway, I put in my pink Himalayan sea salt, an essential oil, and maybe a little bit of oil, maybe some, just a little bit, a couple of drops of coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil, but not a lot of oil because it can clog up your tub. And I do a lot of other things. You can add charcoal, you can add bentonite clay, you can add spirulina, a bunch of things. You can create your own magic. But the important thing is setting an intention as to what you want each ingredient to do. But we all know what the pink Himalayan sea salt would do. It would draw out the energy. And I try not to sit in the tub more than 15-20 minutes. Sometimes when I was doing it, sometimes longer, but specifically maybe just 15 to 20 minutes. And some people take showers out for that because it's drawing out all of this negative energy and heavy metals and waste from your body. Some people take showers afterwards, and some people don't. Um, but that's up to your discretion and see how each feels. And sometimes I take showers afterwards, a cold shower afterwards, and sometimes I don't. But there's such a great difference of how you feel after. You feel lighter. And particularly last night when I did my sea salt bath, my back was so chaffed, after, bathing myself, taking my shower, I felt very chapped. And not shower afterwards, but I felt very chapped. You know, my back was very, a lot of dead skin was coming off of my back down to like my knees area. And I was like, wow. But at least that was being drawn from my body. Something was being pulled from me. So I feel lighter. I haven't gotten rid of all of the energy that I don't want inside that I feel, but a lot of it has dispersed, and I'm very happy about that. And I'll continue to do them at least twice a week. But it's like I said, I just do so much with it, but it's definitely self-care on a deeper level with intention. With sea salt is very, very necessary, and it's also salt can be used in other ways spiritually as well. You can use around your house. You can put it in your corners, your windowsills, your doors to pull negative energy and prevent negative energy from entering. Is very, very important as well. Also, let me mention when you're in your bath, you can also put that sea salt, over your head, over your face, in between the fingers and your toes to make sure that you're getting in places that's basically pulling that energy as well. And like I said, it's very important to put intentions into the water, speak to the water, because water holds the greatest amount of memory, and it's very flowing, and we are connected with water because we are so much water, more than anything else. So talk to your water and put intention and word into the ingredients that you're putting into your bath so it can heal and do what it needs to do, as far as pulling out that negative energy and healing our aura, our physical bodies, and our spiritual well-being as well. So if you didn't know about sea salt and sea salt baths, now you know a little bit about it. You can do your own research. I first learned about sea salt maybe a couple of years ago when I took some classes with Lisa Marie Goodson. But actually I knew about it way before then because my grandmother used to do it. She used to soak her feet in Epsom salt. And it did relax. It did pull off a lot of decaying skin, etc. And it did heal the feet, decrease swelling, etc. So just wanted to mention, my first experiences with sea salt that I didn't even really know. And also mentioning with pink Himalayan sea salt found deep in the Himalayan mountains, that's very sacred, is why pink Himalayan sea salt is so important and essential for our bodies. But caution if you do have certain hypertensive diseases. But sea salt have so many minerals and electrolytes that is very beneficial to the body. And the skin, our skin is our largest organ, and it soaks in those things and also pulls out toxins as well. So again, if you didn't know about salt, sea salt, and the benefits, like I said, now you know a little bit about self-care on a deeper level with intention. And I'll come back to it again later to give more information on it as well. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city, and I hope you all have a beautiful Monday. Take care.